What's up, John?
The tarp for the Nova
Mm-hmm.
that flew off a while ago.
During the windstorm?
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. It always goes, flies off the car during a windstorm. We got to tie that thing down sooner or later.
I don't think we can tie it down anymore. Kind of ripped it in half.
It's a bummer, but it's okay because I've got another one. It's in the trunk. So all we have to do is just put the other one on there. That'll be fine. No big deal.
The bigger one could be the Blazer. You know,
What's wrong with the Blazer?
wiper blade motor. Died a little while ago.
Okay. Well, that's another episode for the channel.
Can make another episode about the turn signals. Cause
Turn signals on what?
Blazer. Yeah, they both of them on each side went out.
One on each side, one out.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time as the doggone wiper motor?
Yeah, about the same time, yeah.
Lord have mercy. I don't think I can win for losing. Alright, well. I seriously don't know what else can go wrong. I mean, I've fixed everything I could possibly fix. And it's just, I have no clue. I hope nothing else. I just hope nothing else goes wrong.
About that. The Batmobile
Uh,
decided to attach itself to the neighbor's truck.
Alright, well, I was hoping that this was a lie and we would have to not talk about this, but yeah. Yeah, the Batmobile broke right there and right there. Luckily, it can be repaired. I do believe I can fix that without issue. Kind of wedge it back where it was and fiberglass it in. Fiberglass there. Just do one layer just to hold it together for right now. I'm going to do the same for right here. It broke right there. This was already broke, but it is stiff right here because we have done back that already. And should be able to just put a screw in it or something and just hold it up like this and then fiberglass it back in. I'm not really worried too much about that one. This one down here I'm worried about, and that one right there I'm worried about. Sucks, but oh well. Time to fix it. It sucks. Okay, I did a temporary repair. It appears it may work. Temporary repair right there. That looks pretty good. I just need to fix this one when I get a chance. Like I said, this didn't happen from the storm anyway, so not really too worried about it. Alrighty. So on the front of these Suburbans, front and back, the shocks on them on this model were air. Somebody has changed it out and installed just regular shocks on the front and the back, which is not hard to do. And I'm going to switch it back to air because I need the air right. I need it to go down as low as I possibly can get it, and then I need it to bring itself back up again. So that shock's going to come out, not today, daylight, it's going away. So I'm going to put air shocks back on this. But before we mess with anything air shock wise, we're going to have to take out the back bumper. And when we fiberglass the other side of the Batmobile, we're going to, as you can see, with it laying on the side, see how it bows in? It's going to have to get fixed, but I mean it's flimsy, so it'll come back out. Alrighty, I want it flimsy, and the reason is measuring wise, when I go to put it on the body, we can measure out the distance from the center line to either side, and if it's flimsy like that, as you can see from here, you can really tell it's flimsy. See, it's laid in on itself from being on its side. I can take that body panel right there and I can center it with the other panel, and then we can figure out what side to side is, and then we can start putting in what's called woven roving. If you know about fiberglass, you'll know that woven roving is not like this. This type of fiberglass is called chop strand, and the chop strand, made like this, it comes apart really easily. So get it under my arm here if I can. There we go. So this comes apart really easily, nothing really holding it together. Woven roving, which sounds like a rock band, it's different. It is woven mat, and once we center this up on the chassis, I'm going to throw the woven roving over top of the outside of the entire body, and that's going to be the same on the other side. Then we will separate them and do 2 more layers of woven roving on the inside. This will give it rigidity, and it will also stop it from moving when we take it back apart. That's going to be our biggest issue, is it flexing once we take it back apart. If we put the woven roving on it when it's on the vehicle, there's no way for it to flex, because it's going to be more bonded and more of a singular piece compared to what it is right now, like I said, where it's just flexing like crazy because there's not much fiberglass there, and it's not really a structure or structured, if you will. But that's okay, because like I said before, that'll help us decipher where it needs to be once it's on the chassis. So I'm tired, had to come home to this, and it's annoying, but hey, it needed to get done, so we can fix it, right? And that's exactly what we did. So that right there should be good for right now. I believe that that'll fix that problem, and it'll fix this problem as well. I'm going to stand it back up and lay it over on to its other side, and I'm going to go in from the inside and back it once it finally dries. And I believe we've got everything put together pretty well. Well and good. It looks like it might have split that a little bit, but I believe, yeah, I believe we can just put a little weight on it and throw a little fiberglass on it. I believe it'll be alright. This is our biggest issue right now. So that's going to be the next big repair. Trying to figure out how to get that flex back where it needs to be. If it ain't one thing, it's another though. So my son's coming home today, and we will be adding a couple more layers to this. We'll actually be getting close to the point to putting the end on, and then we'll spin it around up here and we'll put the other end together, and then we will start fiberglassing. So hopefully he'll be here soon. You see this white? That is fiberglass resin. That's cured fiberglass resin, by the way, and it's got a milky white look to it. You can see inside here there's a milky white look to this this resin as well, which is not a good thing. The reason that it is white is because moisture got on it. So what do? Well, nothing at the moment. We can't really change that fact for right now, but we will change it later. When we start doing the outside in the woven roving, we will I will cut most of that out, or sand it off till it's pretty much gone, and then refiberglass it to make it look right. Alrighty, I got the back bumper off of the Suburban chassis. You can see how bad this thing's rotted out. Look at that. I can still use it, but still, I mean, this thing must have been sitting at the ocean or in the ocean. Look at that. All the way around that shock tower. All that's got to get cleaned out. This bumper was almost completely gone. It was horrible trying to get this thing apart. So this piece right here is what senses the air shock. When it's at height, ride height. And we're not going to use that, so pop that off. Alright, we're going to take the torsion bars off this because I don't think we'll need them. I'm going to cut this rail off, and I may take this cross piece right here and just cut it down a bit. I do believe we're going to be sitting pretty close to the ground, so we'll probably be sitting on the bottom of that frame rail or close to it, kind of like a Corvette. The motor will not be able to sit up this high, so there's the motor mount right there. I might have to move the motor back, so that'll be interesting. Stay tuned for that one.
Alarm's going off. It's charging.
Alarm's going off.
Lay it down. It's alright, it's just a launch alarm. Lay it down. We're going to pick it up again, and we're going to put the top on, and then we'll finish here. Huh? No. You gotta get outside so you can get up back on it with all fours.
It's like this. All fours. This thing's gonna fall over.
You're good this way. You can break it. Trust me.
We got a frame.
Oh no, you gotta be in front. Alright, let's put this on. That's it.
More.
What do you mean, why? Might want to sit in the Batmobile, dang it. Alright. Okay, you're gonna have to do it up here. I'm gonna have to flex it a bit. Make it fit. Here's- yeah. Try right here. Go over there. One at the bottom. Here on this corner. So we'll bend it down again. One right here. You go. Pretty dang good to me.
That's it.
No, I'm gonna need you to come around. Can you make it around?
Make it clean.
Or do we need to pick this back up? I think we need to pick it back up and move it over, don't you?
I think we're good.
I can't sit here. One right there. Yep.
Over to home.
That bottom down there.
Moving down.
But see what I'm saying? Got connected. So I want you to little weld right here, just this really, really small one, and then I'm gonna flex it. Good enough. See what I'm saying? Get one right there. Okay. This when I flex this. See what I'm saying? So I want to get you to get right here as I flex it.
So right here.
One right here. Now we can flex it back into place. It's separated on this. I think it'll work. Works pretty good for us. Huh?
Well, as you can see, we've made some progress, but it's not much. The car actually did get thrown into the neighbor's yard, though. It did, you know. I'm lucky it didn't tear up no more than it did. And yes, I about hit my head on the wall when I heard that it did that. That was really depressing. All that work and then just one windstorm come by and it's gone. But luckily we could save it. We are working on the passenger side now. We're not going to do no more fiberglassing on the driver's side, like I said, but we're going to start on the passenger side. But unfortunately, the weather is not permitting for fiberglassing. It's around 15 degrees right now, and we can't fiberglass until the weather breaks and stabilizes a little bit, so that way we don't get no moisture into the fiberglass and it cures properly. Once we finally get that other side put together, we're going to start mounting it onto the chassis. Now, we do have an issue on that I found. I'm not sure if it's because of the print. It may be because of the print. And if it is, then, hey, good. We can work with it and we'll have a little room inside the car. If it is because of my mismeasurement on the print, that's going to be a different story. So, there is a website that actually was working on a Batmobile, and it looks like to be one of the kits that I've looked into buying, and I just decided not to buy one. Anyway, he put one of these onto the fender, exactly where you put your foot to get into the vehicle, and I noticed something. I have this exact same one that he had, and I set mine on the vehicle, and mine is about that much short. And see, that's a good distance when you're taking consideration both sides. So I'm gonna say I'm probably maybe a foot and a half, 2 foot off. And if that's the case, it's going to be difficult to make that up. But I am very determined. So it's possible I can do this and still make it up. But if I need a little room, I think comfortably I can do about 4 to 6 inches wider because I cut the whole car down the center. So I could probably do about 4 to 6 inches wider and you would never notice. But any further than that, and it would be more of the body rolling up, and then you have this dead spot that would be flat. And I don't want that. I want it to kind of look authentic in shape. So we're going to see. I have confidence. I have confidence in my abilities as far as measuring on that. And I have the confidence in my abilities on mounting it. And if I have to add a few extra inches to the width, that's just how it's going to be. So just stay tuned. Tell your friends and everybody else about us. And anybody wants to see anything about Batmobiles, I'm working on all of my cars. I work on other people's cars. It just depends on what I'm working on at the time as to what gets posted. I literally work on everything. So don't expect just to have cars and Batmobiles and 3D prints on here. It's going to be working on my own house, working on my great-grandfather's house. It'll be working on lawnmowers. It'll be working on vacuum cleaners. I mean, it's literally, I fix everything. I'm one of them type of people that I can pretty much, if I take it apart, I can put it back together, and 9 times out of 10, I can make it work. So, just keep up with me, like, comment, and subscribe, and just remember, if we work together, we can fix just about anything.